Hi, I'm Sylvia Carter, and I'm so excited to be here again with you to give you an afternoon nugget. You know, all of us know different characters in the Bible that we can relate to, but one that I want to talk to you about today is Peter. You know, Peter had a lot of flaws, and he made a lot of mistakes. And I bet you he was proficient in profanity because he's the same one who cut off the gentleman's ear that Jesus had to replace. You know, Peter made a lot of mistakes, but when he denied Jesus 3 times, he felt like his life was over. When he felt that way, he decided, well, I'm not going to be a disciple anymore. I messed that up. I blew that. And so he thought, well, let me go back and do what I've normally done for the rest of my life. And when we read John chapter 21, we find in the story that Peter goes back and becomes that fisherman that he always knew that he was. And you know what happened in that story? When he was on the boat and he was fishing, the Bible tells us that they fished all night long and they could not catch not one fish. Now, Peter was a fisherman before he was even a disciple. So he knew I could get this right. But the Bible tells us that John tells Peter to look at the shore because he thought he saw Jesus. But before that, they heard a voice, and the voice said, throw your nets to the other side of the boat. And the Bible tells us after fishing all night long, they caught 153 fish. And that's when John said, isn't that Jesus on the shore? And do you know what Peter did? He began to run toward Jesus. He jumping out of that boat. I can see him almost splashing water and trying to swim, but trying to make it to the Savior that he had denied 3 times, because there he was in the flesh on the shore. And when Peter got there, you know what? The first thing he probably did was stop abruptly, because he probably thought Jesus was going to let him have it. But instead, Jesus' arms were wide open, and they loved on Peter, because we hear in the Bible in Romans 8:1 that there is now no condemnation to those that love the Lord. No condemnation. That means he doesn't hold grudges. So whatever's happened to you in 2020, and all the things that you said in 2020, and all of the bad feelings that you had in 2020, and maybe you got proficient in profanity in 2020. But can I tell you, just like Peter, we are all flawed. But that does not mean that God does not love us. And Jesus will welcome you back into his waiting arms. All you've got to do is be like Peter. Start running toward him. He's always going to be there. He'll never forget you. He loves you, and he's waiting for you to run toward him. So in 2021, get it together. Start running. This is your opportunity to go back into the arms of Jesus. I love you. Have a blessed and wonderful day.